Okay, guys, so Sylar's birthday was like 2 days ago. He just turned 2 years old. Sylar, hey, buddy. Now, before you see him, I decided to take him, to get his hair cut. Sylar gets his hair cut maybe every month or so. I'll take him to get his haircuts. And his haircuts are pretty expensive. They cost from anywhere from 50 to 60 bucks. Because when he gets his haircut, he normally would get like a nice flea bath and an oatmeal bath, and they'll just give him the work. So the last haircut he got, he actually got the mohawk, and I liked it because his hair was cut really low. And here in Tampa, they have a lot of issues with fleas. Fleas are horrible. They're hard to try to get rid of, and I don't want to have a flea problem like we did years ago with my mom's cats, because it was so bad. And I have an issue where when I get bug bites, they swell really, really big. So my toe right now is kind of swollen. My toe looks like a freaking pig in a blanket. And it's because I got like a flea bite on my toe, and it's really big. I didn't go to work today because of that. I also had two like on my side. And when I say like these flea bites were this big, and I had two of them, so they were like kind of this far apart, but they were literally this freaking big on my hip. Like, if I could show you guys a picture of that, I definitely would, but I don't think it's appropriate. Anyhow, I took him to get his hair cut, and it went horrible. It went horribly wrong. When I went there, I spoke to the young lady that was there, and I told her, exactly what I wanted. I said I want the exact same cut that he had the last time. His hair is kind of long now, so it'll give him a much longer mohawk than what he had initially. So, just go ahead and give him the same shape down that he had before, keep his mohawk, and I wanted to have the same lady. And it turned out that it was going to be the same lady that I had before. So, I went back to work. I dropped him off. I went back to work. Got off of work like 3, 4 o'clock. It normally takes about 4 hours, so I dropped him off a little bit before 12. Now, the lady got there at 12:30, so I just, wanted to make sure that he was going to be set. So on top of that, I made sure that when I went in there, I bought a new collar, because I didn't want to have him get all this treatment and then for them to put like the old collar back on him. So I left instruction with them saying, once he takes his bath, just put this new collar on him and put the old one back in the bag. So I go back to work, got off at like 3, 4 o'clock, got home, fell asleep for a little bit, and I woke up like, it's like 6 o'clock and nobody's called me. So I called them and I asked them, is Sylar ready? Because it's been about 4 hours now. She told me, hi, I've been calling you, but the number that we have here says that your mailbox isn't set up. And before I left, I actually left my new number with the lady, because I've recently changed my number to a Florida number now. So I left her my new number, which she failed to put into the computer. I guess she just wrote it on the paperwork, but she never entered it into the computer. So before I got off the phone, she was like, yeah, I just wanted to tell you that I shaved off his mohawk. When she told me this, I was just like, oh my God. Yeah, everything shut down. You see how that just went dark? That's how I felt on the inside. I felt so bad. I'm like, what the hell does she mean she shaved off his mohawk? When I specifically said I want it exactly how it was the way before, the time before. Like, I don't get this. So I was just like, okay, I'll see what it looks like when I get there. I'll see when I get there. So I go in and I'm just like, I'll show you guys the video. I'm like, oh my God, and I messed up my damn dog. What am I going to do? So sure enough, when I go in, Sylar looks like this. Sylar, get up. Here goes Sylar. Come here, booty. They took my damn dog's hair off. He doesn't have his mohawk anymore. Look at it. No, I'm sorry. It's alright. It's alright. I'm just play crying. I'm not crying for real. It's just play. Okay? Alright, look. Let them see. They took off his mohawk. It's gone. So she was like, I kept it on his head, but when I started shaving him down, I realized that I cut him before, And, you know, he had his mohawk running down his back. I was so disappointed. She was like, well, you know, I took $16 off the supercut because, you know, I shaved off his mohawk. Great. You took $16 off and you took my damn dog's hair. My damn dog looks like a wet rat. He smells good, but not the way he's supposed to be. He's not supposed to be like this, baby. He's amazing. He's amazing doggy. Let me just... Go ahead. I think I was more hurt than he was about the whole thing because I liked his mohawk and it's been 2 months since his hair grew out and now we got to start all over because it's gone. Now, what I was mostly upset about with this is because, okay, you want your walk? Okay. Boom. I took the time to buy a new leash. I took the time to leave direction for, you know, what I wanted to happen. I told her everything I needed to happen for when I came back, and none of this was followed. So when I go up to, I also had a little coupon that they send out. They'll send you out a coupon saying, you know, $10 off your grooming services. So I look at this coupon, and I notice that it says happy cuts or free guarantee. And I was not happy at all. I was just, it wasn't like, oh, I was nitpicking that stuff or they kind of messed it up and it wasn't exactly the way I wanted it. No, you cut all his damn hair off when I said I wanted it the same way it was before. So that's what I was pissed about. And the whole time I was just so drained. I couldn't even react. I wasn't like I was not crazy because I was just so exhausted and drained and in disbelief and everything else that was going on. So when I took it up to the cash wrap, I spoke to the lady there and I explained to her, like, look, I'm not happy about this at all. They did not follow the directions. They did not do anything that I asked them to do. They cut all his hair off. He looks like a freaking wet rat. This is not what I signed up for. She was like, well, I see that they took the $16 off. I was like, yes, and they also took his damn mohawk. They also took his hair. Like, no, this is not, I'm not happy about this. So she goes in the back, she talks to the lady back there or the guy or whoever, and she comes back out. She's like, well, I could take 30% off. I didn't even say anything. I just stood there. And then she was like, okay, well, have a night, you're good. You don't have to pay. I was not paying for that. I'm sorry. I was just not going to pay them $60-something or how much ever they wanted to charge me because I was so upset with the lack of communication. Like, how do you not communicate this to the person that's going to be taking care of somebody else's pet? Like, not only did you cut all his freaking hair off, you didn't put the leash on like you were supposed to. You didn't write my number down so she can call me to pick up my dog. He's been there for about 6 hours. So when I got there, he starts pissing all over the place because he hasn't been walked or whatever the hell. So he's pissed all over the place. Then he's walking and he's sitting in the piss because we're trying to control him because everybody's like, oh my God, the dog. And when people do that, he gets excited and he starts tinkling. So then now I have a wet rat that's pissy. A wet pissy rat. That's what I have, and that's what I'm going home with, and I'm supposed to pay $62. What? No. I'm sorry. I still love my baby, though. So, after that, I took him over to the vet, which was right next door. And this little sucker cost me almost like $200 because I got him some really good flea medicine, the stuff that we run down his back. Why am I saying we? Ain't no we in this. The stuff that I run down his back doesn't work at all. Like all that front line and hearts and the stuff, no, that doesn't work because it washes off and it just does not work. You put it on the back, the fleas go to the stomach. It doesn't work. So I got something that was internal. What is it called? Trifectus or something? Trifectus. They also have conformitis. I'll put the names down there somewhere. But I got the one that was good for heartworms and fleas. And she told me when you put it on them, well, actually when you give it to them, the fleas die within 30 minutes. I think that 30 minutes thing was a little bit extreme. I wouldn't say that they died in 30 minutes because I expected him about 30 minutes after I put it, gave it to him. But definitely this morning when I woke up, I saw a lot of, not a lot, but I saw dead fleas on him. So they're definitely like biting him and dying because of the stuff that's in his bloodstream, which is a very good thing. He is, I'm really happy with it. It costs like $109 for the medicine, and that's for 6 months. It's like a pill a month. It's kind of like birth control, flea birth control for dogs. So I'll do just about anything for this little boy. Look at him. Ooh, covered his pee-pee. Sorry, didn't mean to flash you guys. That's enough of him for tonight. So tell Sylar happy birthday. Come, Sy. And look at his little treats. Come see his little treats. Where your little treats, bud? It's a good boy. Oh, I'm sorry. I just knocked you in the head. Look, I bought him these. Sylar, pull out. Look at him sitting down. I bought him these cute little treats. They're Canine Sylar Canine Cuisine Cookies. And he, for some reason, when I gave this to him to take one out, he always come out with the same one. What you got this time? Hey, buddy. Can't see? No? Okay. He won't let me see which one he picked up. Yep, it's the same one. He always picked this one out. Like, I give him the choice, and he always comes up with this one that has half the icing on it. It's weird. He's going to run out of them soon, so I don't know what he's going to do.